Okay, here I am today. I've got my red Tegu. This is her tail. Her head is covered up. That, ultimately calms him down. She's so squirmy. I mean, just does not like to be held. But her tail, and I just don't know how clear it's going to be. She has finally shed most of her body up here. Gotten most of that shed off and off her legs, but her tail is still, I don't know if this is one shed or two sheds, but I gotta get it off. So thought I'd just make a video while I was in here doing it. It's flaky, and it's kind of looks like it's agitated her tail a little bit. It's like real dry and flaky skin, but I've got this that I mentioned in another video, this Zilla Shed Ease. I've been putting both of them, in a bathtub with some of that Shed Ease in there. And the black and white Tegu didn't even look like he needed to shed. And this was a few days ago. And I just put him in the bathtub with this one, with the Shed Ease in the bath water. And the black and white Tegu shed. And all his stuff came off. His tail is not coming off as smooth as it has in the past. This is the black and white. So he's still got some of his, but it doesn't look nearly as bothersome and agitated as my red Tegu's tail is. So what I'm going to do is I've got a brush, and I've got the little measuring cap that comes with the container of the Shed Ease. And so what I'm doing is I'm dipping that into the fluid, and I'm just putting this on her tail with a soft toothbrush and just massaging it in and see if this will make a difference. And just putting this directly on her body. You can see she's like calm up here in the front, but she's flexing her tail as I'm doing. I don't know if this is good, feeling good to her or it's hurting her. I mean, I should be able to use this full strength on her tail. See if this does anything to help the situation. I can't just get the skin off. It does not want to come off. Now she's getting a little flexy. There she is. I don't know if this is too powerful and it's burning her. I just got to take desperate needs to try to get this old skin off. I mean, her upper body and her rear leg, she's still got one of her feet has a little bit of shed left on it, but everything else looks to be good. And so with her being so squirmy and not liking to be picked up, I'm just putting this little hand towel on her head, kind of like a hood. She just doesn't like to be held. I've also found too, and this is maybe with this one because she's smaller, I mean, you got to manhandle them, but I don't restrict their movement where they're going to hurt themselves, but I flip them over and put some good pressure, just like I have a firm hold and she knows I'm grabbing her firmly, not squeezing too hard to hurt her, and making sure my fingers are not there just for her to turn around and bite me. The first time she bit me was just a love nip to say, let me down. And this is the exact situation. She wants down, and she could turn around and just give me a little love nip to say, I want to get down. But once you flip them over, I've been able to see that I can neutralize her squirminess. And it kind of puts her into a little bit of a moment of like, I'm helpless. I'm just going to relax and just let him do what he's going to do. But I can't really get to her tail. So I'm going to flip her back over. I'm going to recover her. Her nails are so sharp. Even at this size, her nails are just like sewing pins. I mean, they're just so sharp. Also, too, the little towel helps her because her nails are so sharp. I mean, they're just. My camera's probably not going to focus on just her little nails, but they're just incredibly sharp, much sharper than my black and white Tegus when he was this size. This is just a lizard that's adapted to a little bit different area. I know they come from tropical forests or savanna, and I don't know which one comes from where, but there's a wide range of different terrain, rocks, vegetation. Savanna, tropical forest is kind of what it says. That was my car alarm. My keys are in my pocket, and I must have just pressed the button. We're going to continue putting this on her and see if it loosens the skin up. I just don't know what to do to get the skin off. The old skin, it didn't seem like that skin would keep her from growing. But, that's with the nails, the toes and the feet, that the shed can restrict the growth of just those areas and make them fall off. So I don't want to have anything negatively happen to her. I mean, maybe in a week or so we might have to go to a vet. Oh man, that'll be so expensive. But I just don't know. I can't figure out why. And once it dries and becomes flaky, I can't peel it up. It's not really a thick layer of old skin. It's really thin. There's her little portion that has grown back. You'll see that they cream colored, and it just went boop right there. And so she's got about maybe 6 millimeters of new tail. And it looks kind of a light or a grayish color. So hopefully it'll get maybe about that long, maybe another half an inch, and her tail will look normal again. Well, not out of place. Here's, I've saved her little tail. Here's the portion that came off. It was so thin at the end. Her tail was extremely long. So that would have been if her tail was normal. So sad. I hate for that to happen. But her tail was unusually long, like 75% of her body was her tail. So I don't think the 1.5 inches missing off the tip of her tail is going to be detrimental to her lizard look. But hopefully this is coming out okay. I just thought I'd make this video again because it's something I'm dealing with, and just might as well make a video while I'm working with it. But other than that, hopefully this will get better. And the red Tegus are plagued with this problem much more than black and white Tegus, and I don't know if the other, whites and the high blues and the mix of different colors that they're now creating, if they're having the same problems. But the red Tegu definitely has shedding difficulties. But other than that, that's the video. Bye-bye.